Okay, guys, I gotta share this. It's very, very disturbing. It is, I guess people are dismissing it as fake AI. Um, but, there's the words. Okay, what are we talking about? Well, as you can see, it looks like Trump is getting a cross on his forehead, right over the pineal there, in some sort of ritual, being bathed in blood. And he's saying something. I was trying to get chat to help us with this. It feels like chat is just doing its best to debunk and to not give a straight answer. Let us listen to this.
Ashaka Shan La La. Ashaka Shan La La.
So as you see, it pops up as it's going on with Skyline Report generated popping up. In Catholicism, you get anointed with oil right over that spot again. And we've covered things like in Catholicism how the body and blood, the wafer and the wine get turned into the body and blood of Christ. And isn't that sort of like a Cain and Abel-istic type of thing, if you know what I mean? These words sound like something to me. They remind me of Egyptian, Coptic.
Ashaka Shan La La.
And
Well, I'm looking and feeling at this. He's calling something in. He's opening a door. He's opening a portal. He's calling in some sort of entity, and they're spamming it out to the whole world to add, power to their spell that they're doing. So this is very dark magic.
it feels like it. Now, again, this could be AI generated. This might not have anything to do with 47, other than they're using his personage in this. But this does. It feels very much like that. Only in darker forms of magic do you actually utilize blood. Like Cindy and I, what type of things do we do? What's some of our practices and our rituals? Well, we leave strawberries and apples out as offerings, things like that. The stuff that was rejected by Abel in the Bible, or by Cain in the Bible, I should say. Abel's blood sacrifice was accepted, and the fruit of the land was rejected. Again, clues to the real dark side of things and the reality. It is very real.
Ashaka Shan La La.
So, yeah, Ashaka Shan La La. Is it just, hey, is this just somebody putting out something? And you have people saying, he never posted this, you moron. There's tons of people talking about this. And I guess he's been doing a posting blitz because people were talking about all the posts that he had been doing. And then some say that he posted it and then took it right down. And it's fake. But again, even if it is completely fake and has nothing to do with him, it may have something to do literally with secret societies, and they're putting out there, so everybody's had a chance to see it. Something, they're again telling us what they're going to do in one way or other. It's fascinating too. I'll just share this. I was going to hold this off for our live. If we get enough work done outside today, we'll try to do a live around 6 or so tonight. A former employee at OpenAI is blowing the whistle on Sam Altman, claiming he's building portals and summoning aliens using artificial intelligence. The portals are reportedly located in the United States and China, with a new one added to the Middle East. We're building portals from which we genuinely summon aliens. Aliens, demons, sometimes one and the same thing. Sometimes one and the same thing. And yeah, we're seeing just how dark those that are in the E-Man's Club really are. They are the darkness. They are exactly what we are thinking. When we're talking about the demonic control system, Satan and his fallen angels is one and the same as, again, what we would call some of these reptilian beings and those that we call the Anunnaki. When you look at Enki and Enlil, who are they really? They're vampires. I mean, that's truly what they are. They feed, as do all the dark ones, they feed off of the life of others. And Sita really, truly agrees. And she's just wants to warn everybody. Man, it's sober. It's very, very sobering. Oh, by the way, President Trump has just announced Department of War will be releasing files on UFOs imminently. Why? Again, if I had to tell you the truth, I think he has absolutely been blackmailed. But then I think there's dirt on every single major political and entertainment figure. There's real dirt. They signed their name in blood with Satan. It's one and the same thing as making pacts and agreements with Greys and reptilians and those emissaries of those that we call the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are the Elohim from the Bible. This is just the reality.
Mm-hmm. Going back and thinking about perspective on that video too, under what perspective was it done in? Is this something that he's calling in to help him, or is it something he's calling in to work with other forces? I don't know, but it just really feels like something. And maybe someday at some point we won't need to struggle the way we are right now. And as far as those data centers are concerned, they are absolutely no good. I think it's a little bit of cognitive dissonance for us to sit here and say, oh, it's just, to support the upcoming technology. Well, the question still poses all the time. What are they going to do with all the humans? And how many people have still lost their jobs to the AI? And the AI is only going to get stronger and faster. How is everyone going to pay their bills and eat? What's going to happen to all the humans? That question's just not getting asked or answered really enough at all, in my humble opinion.
No, as this person says, they all promoted that one ouch years ago. At one time, everybody came out and, of course, the Weefers, etc. And now all of a sudden it's social media age verification that they're pushing, and also obviously behind the scenes in some ways right out there in front of us, the data centers, the 5G towers came up all of a sudden. These people are in league with Satan. So, if you're a Christian, you want to view it that way, it's up to you. At the same time, they're also in league with, again, reptilians and Anunnaki. These are one and the same thing. Satan means adversary, ultimately. Angel means messenger. A messenger of who? Of, again, this evil draconian empire, which has many, many tentacles. This is an intergalactic, interdimensional battle against very dark forces. These beings here that we're looking at the page here, they don't serve humanity. The only way they serve humanity is on a plate to something that's very, very inhuman.
Mm-hmm. Yes, to serve man.
Yeah, again, they told us everything right there in that old Outer Limits or whatever it was. What was the other one? The Twilight Zone. Yeah, I forget which one that was, but that was everything. That was telling you, oh, we're here to serve you. Up on a platter. As always, guys, look forward to your comments. Thank you for your support on Patreon with YouTube memberships. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.